What are you doing in Dubai, and what is SUI doing in the next 18 months? It's a bold move for you to come here. Dubai is an amazing place. It's super forward thinking, but it doesn't have a big talent base that you might find in university towns in America or Silicon Valley, but it has a lot of other things going for it. I mean, you could be anywhere. Why are you here?
There are many reasons for this. First, we found partners in the region who know about the Web3 space better than us, especially in close proximity countries from Asia, India. India is an evolving country. Dubai is next to India, right? Previously from Palo Alto, I had to travel for a whole day to come here. Now I'm going very quickly there. Turkey is also a very evolving market. Eastern Europe as well. In my opinion, has a very good geostrategic position. Not forget the talent, I agree with you, but you can easily find use cases because the blockchain has more applications for developing countries. And Dubai is a developed country, but surrounded by developing countries, right? While in the US on the top has Canada, the US itself is a bit more difficult to take decisions. Here you can go and speak to people and there will be a decision that we're changing the law or we're changing something and you can make it faster. I cannot, as a researcher, being like with handcuffs because the government is slow on adapting new technology. Here I realized that people respect technology. I even have some patents from here, like for other things for security. And they helped me. So I realized, wow, look, here I can get the resources I need to bring the talent into the region. There is no talent. I told you from the very beginning, the biggest difference shock for me is compared to Silicon Valley that I was surrounded by some of the biggest brains in the world. Here I'm surrounded by people who know how to do deals, but they cannot code, right? And I'm bringing the team. I also realize that having a team here, it makes a big difference because I go to meetings with, G42 or all of the other things that are happening in the space. And there are other partners coming to Dubai because they're looking for the same thing. And I go with my solution engineers and me as a cryptographer, and we have ad hoc, on the spot, delivering the smart contract. Nobody can compete with us. So I found a free space to shine. So for me, it was super different. And if you ask around, I guess you are in the region, ask who is the most talented team in Dubai at the moment regarding innovation and engineering. Forget the world. It's SUI.
And you just set up your SUI hub as well.
Yes.
A few months ago.
SUI hub.
What is that?
SUI hub is an accelerator. Do you know that SUI hub has a program now that is running for startups to come into the SUI ecosystem? We had 631 applications, if I remember correctly, which is probably the top in the world, and there will be an article by one of the biggest news sites in the world. Because this has never happened before. And there is another thing. You know that I'm also a professor in AUS, American University of Sharjah, with the best blockchain course in GCC, and we won the Global Bybit Hackathon. Why? Because we know how to create talents. There is another interesting stuff, that there are some communities in the UAE region, I'm not saying Dubai necessarily, it might be Sharjah, that I found talent and I can make them leaders.
What the London Real Investment Club actually does for you, it gives you the keys to open that door to the inside deals. In the last 3 weeks, I've participated in 3 incredible deals, a layer 2 Bitcoin protocol, an incredible AI protocol. The deal flow is beyond what I expected. I don't think I've ever seen a model like this that just gives average folks the opportunity to be behind the deals. And that's exactly what we've done. Not only that, you get to hang out with Brian Rose every week. And for me, that was huge because I look at Brian as somebody who's not only an expert in the space, and I think is on the leading edge, but just the leading edge of thought with London Real and the work he's doing there. To anyone who's taking a serious look at this, I know it's a big decision. It was a big decision for me and my family, and it is one of the best decisions I've ever made. So I wish you all the best and hope you come join us.
In the US, it's a bit more difficult because all of these people have opportunities. Here, it's SUI. They know it's the most innovative place to work. So if I manage to get them into our type of working, because it's something as a culture they have to change, I told you, I work with Power Naps. We won the Bybit Hackathon, and in my house, there were 2 solution engineers, and students visiting the mall, working with me all day. We didn't sleep.
All day, all night.
All day, 2 weeks. We didn't sleep. I was like a zombie, but we won. And the only reason that you can make it is you have to be in an environment which is still immature, and you are the first. I also have a first mover advantage here. Nobody can compete with me at the moment in the region. And you have people like Feras and Mwala who are doing, who are building the framework to help me find the correct people to talk about the innovations that we're bringing. And this is a formula that it's not possible elsewhere at the moment. Maybe Singapore, but still Dubai, I told you, has another thing that you can also have access to talent in developing countries, better than Singapore probably.
And it moves faster than Singapore.
Yes, it moves faster.
Right.
It moves faster.
Now your hub is in Dubai, but also there's a lot happening in Abu Dhabi, and there's a lot of money in Abu Dhabi, and there's a lot of banks that are setting up offices in Abu Dhabi. How do those two cities work together?
By the way, SUI has an office in ADGM, but also in Dubai. So I personally move between the two cities, and I'm also going to Sharjah for teaching.
Okay.
So I know all of the different Emirates in the country. Abu Dhabi is, for UAE, is mostly the place where you can indeed go and seek funding, while Dubai is to seek community. This is how I have them in my brain. But now in Abu Dhabi and ADGM, especially this particular part of Abu Dhabi, I'm building talent. If you go with talent in the place where there is money, maybe you win cases that it was impossible before. Most of the bankers I've seen, even the people who are ruling the country, they're not necessarily technical, so they can understand what I can get from this. I try to simplify it. Being a professor helps a lot. A lot. I can do LE5, explain like I'm 5, very complex notations of crypto, these terms and all of this stuff. So you go there, you realize that some of the conferences there are mostly for doing either funding or partnerships sometimes. Better success rate compared to Dubai. But in Dubai, there is some community element that you cannot find in Abu Dhabi today. So you have to be in both places. Okay. It's 1 hour drive, it's fine.
Yeah.
Right, for me, there is no difference. As I told you, I sleep with naps. So whenever I'm in a taxi or with my driver, I'm just sleeping. This is how humans survive. You use all of the commuting time to sleep. I don't drive. I don't drive because I want to sleep.
And you don't sleep in your bed at night for extended periods of time?
No, I even have a driver who is getting me from my house for 2 hours. I tell him, go around, get me to Jumeirah, then come back, and I want to sleep for 2 hours.
In the car?
Only for sleeping.
Just in the car?
Yes.
You're used to it now?
Al-Mu'alla knows about this.
You'd rather sleep in the car?
Al-Mu'alla knows about this, and he says, this guy's crazy.
Al-Mu'alla knows?
Sometimes he's calling me, he's probably sleeping somewhere in a car, walking around Dubai. Yes, this is my way of living. And probably if I'm moving with the car, somehow I convince myself that it's like my dopamine.
All right.
And
So
I have better ideas.
This is the culture of SUI. And
this is the culture of SUI.
Okay.
It's a hackathon culture.
Okay.
Yes.
Hackathon culture with seasoned management coming from $1 trillion company before this.
Yes.
Okay.
And we want to be the Apple. We want to be the $1 trillion company.
Okay.
Hey, I know investing in crypto is scary. It takes a real leap of faith because there are so many scams, rug pulls, and bad actors out there. It's a dangerous business, which is why 95% of people lose all their money. Well, that's why I created the London Real Investment Club, so you can access the hottest deals on the planet and use the crypto bull market to create the generational wealth that you deserve. Join my team of over 100 people from around the world that are making millions of dollars behind the scenes investing in blockchain, AI, Web3 games, DeFi, Bitcoin, and more. Don't miss out. Click the link below to book a call with one of my team now. But hurry, this bull market will end soon.
I know investing in crypto can be scary. That's why you gotta join the investment club. Pull the trigger. Let's do this.